Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma. All are welcome to come down to the Suffolk Marine Anglers Spring Bass Captains Meeting this Thursday, June 8th, 7:30, Miller's Ale House, as we raise money for Hospice Care Network. Thousands in prizes. Be there for the Chinese and live auction. Even if you can't fish on Sunday, be part of this great event.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here with this week's video fishing forecast. I'm over here at Star Island Marina and Yacht Club in Montauk. I'll tell you, this is a top shelf facility. It's got 170 slips, full service ship store and tackle shop. Heated pool if you're staying around here. You have transient slips, plenty of transient slips, as well as seasonal docking. They also have casual dining in the Star Island Grill right here. There's also a little mini aquarium that's pretty cool. They have sea robins, bluefish, striped bass, fluke, some skates in there, pretty neat. Kids can play with that. It's also the site of the 31st Annual Shark Tournament. That's on June 16th and 17th. There's a captain's meeting on Thursday, June 15th, and you can sign up for the tournament there. The entry fee is $1,250, with a lot of money being paid out to the winners. If you don't have your own boat, Star Island has a fleet of charter boats that can put you into the action. For more info, call 631-668-5052. On the fishing front, weather's kind of limited effort to some degree this week. With we had a lot of east winds, we had rain, but still getting reports of good action on stripers, fluke, porgies, and of course, blues are still a strong presence in many areas. The first solid offshore action occurred on the weekend with a hot bluefin bite at Hudson Canyon. On the fluke side of things, really good bite continuing off of Mattituck. The Captain Bob hammered them on Sunday with lots of limits. Further west, the Huntington-based James Joseph is seeing very good fluking, with some days producing up to 100 keepers on the boat. Down on the west end of the South Shore, there's been an upsurge in fluke action since Sunday afternoon. Captain Mike Wasserman on the Freeport-based Starstream said fares had non-stop action on Monday's afternoon trip, with several fish in the 4 to 5 pound range. On the porgy front, the Western Sound remains a hotbed of activity, with big scores being made on a daily basis. A lot of big scup in there too. On the east end, porgies are still filling coolers on the North Fork and Montauk boats. Both Richie Jensen of the Nancy Ann and Dave Brennan on the Peconic Star reported limit catches of porgies, with a surprising number of 3 to 4 pounders. That's a big porgy, but there seem to be a lot of them around this spring. The Viking and the Fin Chaser Montauk-based boats, they're filing similar reports of a lot of action with big porgies. The spring striper runs definitely in full swing, with some true cows finding their way into the reports. Nighttime chunking in the Western Sound provided some very good action early this week. On the South Shore, trolling, bunker spoons and mojo rigs continues to account for a lot of big fish, but live bunker also accounting for their share, like the 50.76 pounder taken on a livey by young Tom Bauer near the 3rd Wantaw Bridge on Saturday morning. It was weighed at Coombs Bait and Tackle in Amityville. Stripers have also settled into the rips at Montauk, the Gut, and the Race. A lot of those fish being diamond jig, also bucktailed on 3-ways in the Gut and Race, and a lot of smaller fish to what you're accustomed to in the Gut and the Race, but good numbers and plenty of keepers, enough keepers where you can limit out the boat. The Montauk surf has had blues along the north side with a few small bass mixed in. Better quality bass coming from the south side when conditions allow. Like I said, we had a lot of east wind and a pretty big surf for a few days early in the week. But that's all settled down now, and going into the weekend, looks like we're going to have some good weather, mild weather, and the winds are supposed to lay down. On the offshore scene, Patrick Shaka let me know that they got into an epic bluefin bite on Sunday. They headed out to 500 fathoms on the Hudson Canyon aboard the Blinky 4. They found porpoises, whales, and bait balls. Then they got on the tuna and the bait balls. They went 19 for 20 on fish to 110 pounds. Caught a few on jigs. They had triples and quad hookups on the troll. And he said the fish were eating everything. Joe shoots with ballou, flippy floppies, and spreader bars, all caught fish. So that's something to look forward to. Sharking, haven't heard much yet, but that should turn around. We got some south winds coming, some warmer weather, and that bite is due to take off any time. Like I said, we got the Star Island tournament weekend after this. There's also the Hudson Anglers tournament that same weekend. So we should have a good feel for what's going on in the shark department by then. Till next week, this is Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma. Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.